I'm today going to share with you a university you can apply to without having a recommendation letter. I know many of you have been having a lot of challenges reaching out to your professors, your counselors, and everybody else to read them your recommendation letter. So for this university, you don't need to have a recommendation letter, which is really amazing. I know for sure those recommendation letters play a key role in towards your admissions, towards your scholarship, towards your acceptance and all that. And there's a university that can, waive that. I mean, that's a step that's now so good for us. This particular university, some time back, I shared, and I think it was all over the internet, that this university was not there was no application fee. Unfortunately, the deadline for that has passed, so you will be required to pay, I think, an average of $40 application fee. But let that not kill your dream, because this university you can apply to with a GPA of as low as some programs 2.5 out of 4. So that means that even those who got like C, those who got like D, those who feel like they didn't do their best in academics, you still can get a chance to apply to this particular university. This particular university is considered as a really good university for both students who are studying here and also international students. So I'm going to share with you this particular university, so please take time to be with me. I'm going to share how to identify your programs. I'm going to share the scholarship opportunities. I'm going to share how to, where to see whether your program requires reference, the referees has been waived, and also how to go about the scholarship and how to apply. Okay, so those are the things I'm going to share with you today. So guys, if you're meeting me for the very first time, my name is Sheila Atieno Vantigraph. I'm here in the US studying my master's. I'm doing my second master's in international development. I already have my first master's and I'm hopefully progressing to do my PhD. Fingers crossed. I'm also in the process with you guys. I'm on a full scholarship, so that's why I'm always very passionate when I share with you, when I share about how to go about the scholarship, some tips and some tricks to consider and how to go about it. I am also a research assistant, so I work part-time to support my stay here in the US. I work part-time, and you're allowed to do 20 hours a week. When you're an international student, you're allowed to do 20 hours a week. Also for students who are, during school hours, but during holiday you can work 40 hours a week. That's really nice. I also have a non-profit organization that I support back in my country. So I'll go straight into this particular university. As I've mentioned, as low as you can apply to this university with a GPA of as low as 2.5 out of 4. You don't need recommendation letter. They have scholarship opportunities. The GRE tests are, they're optional. You don't need to do, in some programs you don't need to do GRE and Gmat. And all you need is just your transcripts and also check on the deadlines. Okay, so that's all you need for this particular university. So let's go to this university. I'm going to use my laptop to take you through, so allow me to grab my laptop for a few minutes and take you through this particular university. So let's check whether your program, how to go into identifying the programs that they have. So for this particular university, I want us to go very straight into the particular programs that will not allow you to send in recommendation letters. This is a big thing. So I have a list of these the particular programs that you can apply to this university. Let me just list some of these programs that you'll not be required to send in your recommendation letter, which is amazing. I was applying and my professor was so busy to send in the recommendation letter, I almost missed on my opportunity. So if you're applying and you applying to this particular university, you don't have to stress around with your professors and all that. So these are the programs that you will apply to, and you will not be required to check on your to send your recommendation letter. Why am I forgetting that? So we have those who are interested in doing accountancy, business analytics, you'll not be required to send your recommendation letter. Those who are interested in taxation, those who are interested in MBA, healthcare admissions, you'll not be required to send in your recommendation letter. Project management, MS in computer science, curriculum and instruction, diversity and equity, English as a second language, gender and education, educational administration, electrical and computer engineering, environmental science, environmental biology, environmental chemistry, environmental education, healthcare informatics, education and student affairs, athletics, industrial engineering, industrial technology, distance education, educational technology, interactive studies, this is Master of Science, interactive studies, marketing, communication, then interactive studies, engineering management, kinesiology, exercise and sport psychology, exercise psychology, MA teaching, mathematics. Those who want to do computational and applied mathematics, you don't have to send your recommendation letter. Statistics and operation research, mechanical engineering, music, those who want to do music education, nutrition, dietetics and sports, nutrition, MPA, MPH, sociology, among others. So what you want to do is that you want to go into the programs, how to check on this in details, even with the links. You go into the website, the university website, and this university I'm talking about is South Illinois University, Edwardsville. Edwardsville, I know we've talked about South Illinois University before, but I'm talking about Edwardsville campus, and this university has been really good, especially for international students. It has been accepting a lot of international students. So you want to go to the website, Southern Illinois University, Edwardsville. When you go to the website, check on the program. When you go to academics, you can just check on the catalogs. So let's see admission requirement, probably of accountancy. So I'm on accountancy. All they require is their application fee of $40, submission of post-secondary academic transcripts, then a minimum of GPA of 2.5. That's really low. That's really low. I mean, the university I'm in, our GPA is so high. This is really low. So a successful application of bachelor's degree, eligibility for GRE and Gmat waivers are listed below, so you can waive your GPA, your Gmat. Okay, so they indicate all this. Again, the links to this and all this information you can get from the website. I don't need to go into details. For international students, I think you'll have to prove your English proficiency. But again, what I would advise is you reach out to the admissions and share with them that you're interested to apply to this particular university. Okay, so I am sharing all the links to this, not all, but all the possible links to this particular university that you don't have to send in your recommendation letter. So this is, we've seen accountancy you don't need to submit your you don't need to submit your recommendation letter, among others. You've seen the list I've shared. Those are the programs that you don't need to send in your recommendation letter. Again, you can go into the website, just under academics, put in your whatever you want to study and check on the admission requirements. If you're not sure, email the admissions. They'll give you a clear information, but most of the programs here I've seen, they do not require you to have recommendation letter. let's see if they have any scholarship. So how to check on the scholarship? You just go into the admissions and also check on financial aid. So financial aid, they have different kinds of financial aid. They have scholarships, awards and grants. They have loans. They have COVID reliefs, diversity education. So they have quite a lot to check on under financial aid. I'm interested about scholarships, and that's where we stand a bigger chance of, as international student. But if you are watching me and you're here in the US, they have so many opportunity, FAFSA and all that, for you to get scholarship. So I can see here they have different kind of scholarship. They have prestigious scholarship awards, Meridian scholarship. Yeah, so they have, so if you are planning to apply for this year, they have various scholarships, but I will advise you to email the admissions and also email your program to be sure that they have the right scholarship for you. Okay. So again, they have for graduate assistant, they have other scholarship and awards. They have graduate assistantship. Let me click on graduate assistantship. Graduate assistantship here. So they say graduate assistantship appointments provide financial support to graduate students who engage in teaching, research or general work. So you reach out to them and you let them know that you need to have the graduate assistantship. What else? Research assistant. So they have assistant description. They have teaching assistant, so that's TA, graduate assistant, and they have general assistant. So those are kind of the scholarship they have. But again, reach out to the admissions. They will guide you further on this. I wanted to share on international students. What do you require? How to apply as an international student. Applications are encouraged to, international applicants are encouraged to complete their applications early, especially for highly competitive and popular programs such as Masters of Science in Electrical Engineering, Master of Science in Pharmaceutical Sciences, Master of Science in Computer Science. Applicants are processed on rolling basis, okay, and seats get filled for a particular program in a term. Additional applicants will be denied admission. So the earlier you apply, the better. So let's check on the application deadline. So for this university, okay, so for this university, it depends on the program. So I can see the fall, they have the April and June deadline priority. So those who want to apply for fall semester, start getting your papers ready, because the application will open up and your first deadline will be April 1st. Then the second deadline will be June 1st. So you have lots of time. Then those who will be interested in spring, their first deadline will be October, and then the second deadline will be November 1st. So we have time for that. So they also have special application deadlines, which you can check through as you go by. So that's basically what I have for today. If you have not subscribed to my channel, please subscribe. Like, this is Sheila. Like, share, and I want you to share, comment where you're watching me from, some of the challenges if you're going to apply to this university, and reach out to me in good time if you want if you need any support. And I always also have some time to just have a one-on-one chat. If you're interested in one-on-one chat, reach out to me so that we can have a Zoom chat, or we can have a phone chat and just interact on what's the best way to go about this. I wish you the very best of luck, and thank you so much for watching. Sheila here, and wishing you the very best.